Hi, this is Suzanne Williams, and I am with Essential Oils Health Matters and Living the Wholesome Life. And we are doing a positive, peaceful affirmation every day, Monday through Friday. We are on week 35 and day 4. And we are following Dr. Susan Lawton's book, Positive, Peaceful Growth Calendar. So, if you love positive affirmations, or if you love music therapy, if you love essential oils and aromatherapy, I think you're really going to love and appreciate her book. The affirmation for this week is, I am peaceful. I just want to sit here and just kind of say that over again. Like if I did the whole I am peaceful for like 15 minutes, I just think that would be like so amazing. I am peaceful. I can be at peace no matter what else is happening around me. And you are peaceful too. And you can stay in this beautiful center of peace no matter what else is happening. It's a profound doctrine to learn that we have the ability to be at peace. Anyway, that's the affirmation that we're concentrating on the entire week. I am peaceful. I even adding the affirmation onto it. I am peaceful. I am a peacemaker. Everywhere I go, peace flows in. I love that. Okay, the affirmation for today that we're concentrating on is, I am more peaceful for longer and longer periods of time each day. I love that. We're human, right? And so we sometimes get knocked out of our peaceful zone. We get frustrated or even angry. And so there are things that can knock us out of our peaceful zone. I love that even if we're frustrated, even if we're angry, we still have the ability to act in a peaceful way. And we still have the ability to go and recenter ourselves before, tackling some hard situations. So, anyway, I'm just going to repeat the affirmation for today. I am more peaceful for longer periods of time each day. I love that. Maybe when we started our peaceful journey, maybe we would only go like an hour in our peaceful zone. And then maybe we're learning to stretch that to 2 hours, stretching that to 3 hours. Just being more and more peaceful longer throughout the day. Okay, as I was thinking about being more and more peaceful, 2 things that I think could help me, and hopefully will help you too. The first one is that let's celebrate when we're peaceful. Let's give ourselves kudos. Let's give ourselves pats in the back. Let's write in our journal, you know what? I had a situation that would have kind of knocked me out of my peaceful zone in times past, but today I was able to stay in my peaceful zone, my loving zone, my grace, giving myself and others grace. Okay, so that's the first one. Just to celebrate our peaceful journey, to celebrate how we're becoming more and more creatures of peace. And then the second one that I was thinking of was game planning. Okay, so maybe at the end of the day, where did I get knocked out of my peaceful zone? And what can I do to strengthen myself, or put together a game plan so that I don't get knocked out of my peaceful zone again? What do I need to change? What do I need to tweak? What do I need to gear up for so that I can stay in my peaceful zone for longer and longer periods of time? Do we need to get down on ourselves if we get knocked out of our peaceful zone? No, we don't need to beat ourselves up. That doesn't help anything. all we're going to do is we're going to forgive ourselves. We're going to make amends if we acted inappropriately or not as kindly as we wanted to. We're going to say sorry. We're going to make amends. We're going to mend fences, mend relationships, and get back into our peaceful zone. So I also thought it was important to just sit and think and maybe even journal about, is peace important to me? Is it really important to me that I stay in a peaceful zone? Is it important to me that my home is a peaceful place? And if it's important, why is it important? Why is it important to us? And they even say when you're thinking about your why, you should go 7 levels deep. So why is that important to me? Well, it's important because people are happier. Well, why is that important to me? Maybe we have the spirit more in our house if we're peaceful. Well, why is that important to me? Well, then maybe all of us can have a better connection to God. Well, why is that important to me? Do you see what I'm saying about is kind of like peeling the onion 7 levels deep, where we're really thinking about why is it that we want peace, or whatever else you want, but journaling about peace today. Okay, so that's what I was thinking about the affirmation for today, which is, again, I am more peaceful for longer periods of time each day. The affirmation that Susan Lutton has, the song for the week that Susan Lutton has for the whole entire week is Happy by Pharrell Williams. When we're talking about peaceful, there's so many different songs that I connect with peace. And so my song that I'm connecting with for today is that song, Peace, Peace, Peace. I'll go ahead, I'll put that in the comments for you. Maybe you want to make your own peaceful playlist. That's a kind of homework assignment that we were talking about earlier on during this week, is putting together a peaceful playlist just to remind us that we want peace. I think songs have an incredible way of changing energy and reminding us about what are the most important things in our lives. They change our moods. They absolutely change our moods. So, if you haven't put together your peaceful playlist yet, I would definitely suggest doing that. The diffuser blend that we've been diffusing all week is 2 drops of marjoram, which is the oil of connection, and 2 drops of cypress, which is the oil of motion and flow, and 2 drops of cedarwood, which is the oil of community. Now, we've already talked about the emotional gifts of marjoram and cedarwood, and today we are going to be talking about the emotional gifts of cedarwood essential oil. So the first thing you need to know is that it's a tree oil, right? And so trees are grounding. They are centering. So if you're trying to reach for a calming scent, just coming back to being centered, kind of like the yoga scent. Okay, tree oils are so... It's not like the yoga scent. It's kind of like the feeling that you get, after you've kind of done some yoga and you're at the very end and you're just kind of in that relaxation mode, right? So that's the way that tree oils can make you feel, just strong and solid and calm and at peace. Okay, so tree oils, amazing oils for peace. And cedarwood definitely comes from a tree oil. The scent is calming, reassuring. It helps in opening up the emotions. If you've had just like one of those days, do you know what I'm talking about, where everything seems to go wrong? Put on your cedarwood. Put on your cedarwood and see how that just makes the hardships of the day melt away. Cedarwood is amazing to use during yoga or any time where you're trying to relax into a deeper state of relaxation. It's an excellent oil for meditation, and it helps with clarity of mind. Cedarwood, you remember how it's the oil of community? We can put it on when we're feeling lonely. helping us to relax, helping us to remember that there are so many other people out there that love us, that they really do love us. Cedarwood can also help in helping us to relax and just get along better with others. Not to make those mountains out of the molehills, not to just get irritated, just to let some of those things just go, just let go. Cedarwood can help calm anger, help relieve nervous tension. It can help calm anxiety. So if you're using it for one of those purposes, go ahead, pop a couple drops into your diffuser, start it, or you can put some cedarwood onto your wrist area, and that would be wonderful. Cedarwood, it can help us forgive. It can help us forgive ourselves. It can help us forgive others. It can help us remember that all of us are human. And because of that, we're all going to make mistakes, and we don't need to get uptight over that. We can just, know the mistakes are coming, and it's okay. It means we're still here. We're still trying. So it can help with forgiveness. Cedarwood, as I'm studying cedarwood, they really said that what type of tree is cedarwood? Coniferous? Anyway, this type of tree is very, very good for protection as well. So if you're feeling like you want to feel a little bit more secure, that you want to feel protected, cedarwood is an amazing oil to diffuse for that. If it was me and I want to feel protected, a couple of drops of cedarwood, a couple drops of frankincense, which I think is a very super protective oil. Also knowing too that frankincense, it's a tree oil. They're solid, they're grounding, they're super protective, especially frankincense. Okay, so cedarwood, it has the amazing ability to help us calm down. So if we tend to be a person who leaps first before licking, that look before you leap, we tend to leap first before really checking things out. If we tend to do dangerous things, or maybe even things that are not wise because we don't really think things through, cedarwood can be a very good oil to put on, put on the back of your neck, put over on the kind of the top of your head, just to help remind yourself, I'm going to start thinking a little bit more. I'm going to start thinking things through a little bit more, so that I'm doing things that lead to happiness. Cedarwood is an amazing oil. Remember how calming it is and centering? So if your mind seems to be just doing like this rat race type of thing, and you're going over the same details over and over again, you're just ruminating on something, cedarwood is a very good oil to just let things go, and maybe even remind yourself, okay, I'm going to make a list. I'm going to think about this for so many minutes a day, and then I'm putting it away. Okay? I'm not going to let whatever it is that I'm thinking about take up my whole day. It's just not. Right? If we need to think about things for a while, okay, I'm going to give myself 5 minutes to think about this, and then I'm putting it away, I'm on to other things. And cedarwood is an amazing oil to help us do that. Cedarwood is a great oil to use if you're feeling scattered, like you can't concentrate. I also saw on one of the one of the books that I was reading, that's a very good oil to use for people who have ADD or ADHD. Very, very calming, centering, helps people focus on what they're trying to learn or concentrate on. Cedarwood. Now, we're not going to talk about the physical aspects of this, except we'll be talking about the physical aspects of cedarwood and all of the oils in the blend tomorrow on Physical Friday. But I wanted to mention that cedarwood is so good at breaking up congestion so that our body can eliminate it. So you know how I'm always saying that what an oil does physically, it also does emotionally. And what it does emotionally, it also does physically. right? So everyone knows that lavender is super calming, right? But it's also super calming to your system. So if you have allergies and you're trying to calm that down, lavender is amazing to work. Okay, so are you kind of getting how they work the same emotionally and physically? So this is cedarwood's gift. So remember cedarwood, it's super good at breaking up the congestion so you can get it out. So I also want you to think about those things that are just like those emotional and mental blocks that you have in your life. Like you want to go down a path, but you feel like you can't because like you're stuck, or you have something that you just want to totally get past and just like release, let go of, but you feel like this thing is just like hanging on to you, right? So cedarwood is an amazing oil to help break that up and help your emotional body just get rid of it. Get rid of the things that are no longer helping you. So, cedarwood, it's a tree oil. It can help us stand strong. It can give us, so you know those times when you've made a decision, maybe your children ask, hey, can I go do this? Right? And you're like, no, that doesn't sound good to me. I don't think that would be a safe thing or a good thing for you. And they kind of keep pestering, right? It's like all children, they just know if they keep asking you something over and over again, that they will eventually, that they hope to at least eventually wear you down so that you're like, okay, just go, right? So if you have those situations, I feel like cedarwood is the perfect parenting oil to help us, just remain strong. No, I'm the parent. I'm saying no to that. And because I love you, I'm going to say no to that. And it just helps us repeat that. Because I love you, I'm going to say no to that. Okay? It can help us stand strong on our decisions despite the opposition to what we're trying to do. Similarly, cedarwood can also help us stand strong in times of crisis and not be buffeted by the dark thoughts or even the societal thoughts. Well, where's God? Where's God? Why isn't God here? Why isn't God taking care of us? He must not love us, right? You know what? Did Jesus Christ go through hard things? I think that if we've studied the life of Jesus Christ, we know he went through amazingly hard things. And just because God lets us go through hard things doesn't mean he loves it, that he doesn't love us. I have a little boy, and Xander, and he does not have the use of one of his hands. And so a lot of times he's like, hey mom, can you do this for me? And I'll be like, no, Xander, I'll sit here and I'll watch you while you do it. I'll keep you company while you do it, but you need to learn how to do this. I am making him do hard things. I am making him go through hard things because I love him and because I know it's going to make us stronger. So cedarwood can just help us remember, even though we're going through hard things, God still loves us, right? Okay. It can help us. Cedarwood is an amazing oil to help bolster us when we're going through strange or unfamiliar situations. I love that it just happened to become on this week, cedarwood, because I think that so many of us right now are going through very strange and unfamiliar situations. And it can be so calming and strengthening and grounding to us. Anyway, cedarwood. Remember now how it's the oil of community? It also is very especially helpful for people who tend to be like, oh, I got it. I don't need your help. I can do it by myself. And then they tend to get overwhelmed. And then they also tend to think, where's the love? Where's the love of other people toward me? Like, can't they see that I'm struggling? And people who are like that, nope, I got it. People tend to stop asking them, hey, can I help you? Because they don't want to insult them or something like that. So let's all just be authentic. I remember I went to a training with Rachel Hollis one time, and the girl who, the woman who wrote the book, Girl Wash Your Face. Anyway, she said, can we just be authentic? Can we just not stop portraying that we're perfect, that we have everything under control, because we don't, that we don't have issues or problems in our life. If you are drowning, will you please just start crying out for help? How does anyone know to help us if we don't cry out for help when we're drowning? And we don't have to be drowning to cry out for help. We can have something little that is that we're working through, and just say, hey, I have this little tiny thing. I'm trying to work through it. What's your advice on this? Or what's your perspective on this, right? And so cedarwood is so good for people who just like to do everything themselves. Maybe they tend to do that because there's a certain like when I do something by myself, there is like a certain gratification, or a wow, I achieved something. It like endorphins kick in, right, when you do something by yourselves. But just remind us that we do all have a community that loves us, that's right there reaching out to help us if we will just ask. Similarly, cedarwood is very good for people who have a hard time making connections. Maybe they feel, I'm not lovable. Maybe they think to themselves, oh, I'm not really good at talking in social situations, so I'm just going to be quiet. Maybe they think to themselves, oh, no one's going to really want to hear my opinion. Or, anyway, whatever the hardship is in forming and reaching out and making relationships, cedarwood, it's opening. It reminds us that we're loved. It's calming. It lets us face those social engagements without the fear that we might naturally have. So it's a very good oil for that too. You can definitely blend cedarwood with lavender or Roman chamomile for a very relaxing and calming effect. And some of the negative emotions that cedarwood will help with is inability to form social bonds, feeling lonely, feeling separated from the whole human family, or just being a little antisocial. And the positive properties that cedarwood can help with is feeling emotionally connected, having a greater sense of belonging, feeling supported, having a greater ability to go out and make social bonds, feeling more sociable, and feeling very community oriented. So it's not all me, but hey, what can we do for the greater community? I think cedarwood is just an absolutely beautiful oil. I am so thankful that it's in the blend for the week. So just reminding you that the blend for the week is 2 drops of marjoram, which is the oil of connection, 2 drops of cypress, which is the oil of motion and flow, and 2 drops of cedarwood, which is the oil of community. It's a beautiful, beautiful blend. 2 tree oils, cypress and cedarwood, and then 1 1 herbal oil, which is marjoram. And the song that I'm connecting to for today is Peace, Peace, Peace. But if you have your favorite song when it comes to peace, go ahead, put it in. The song that I'm connecting with for the whole entire week is Let There Be Peace on Earth. The affirmation for today is I am more peaceful for longer periods of time each day. I'm becoming more peaceful. I'm becoming a better peacemaker. And the affirmation for the entire week is I am peaceful. I am a peacemaker. Okay, you are peaceful. You are this incredible peacemaker in your family, in your circles. You can be known for bringing in the peace wherever you go. And I think that would be a beautiful thing to be known by. Hey, this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils, Health Matters, and Living the Wholesome Life, reminding us all that we have the incredible power within each of us with God to make it a great day. Bye-bye. Caleb. Okay, we'll see ya. Bye-bye.